Welcome, weirdlings, and if you're new here, welcome. Today's video is about the 11-foot 8 bridge, officially known as the Norfolk Southern Gregson Street Overpass, a railroad bridge in Durham, North Carolina. As you can tell from its name, it was 11 feet 8 inches tall, or 3,556,000,000 nanometers. It is known for large trucks hitting it with their roofs, thus giving it its nickname, the can opener. And this is on the Wikipedia Unusual Articles page as the 11-foot 8 plus 8 bridge, and its description is also known as the can opener. This is a bridge that slices the roof off of trucks that have fallen victim to it. And this is going to be one of my longer videos because I will be talking about the history of the city of Durham, the history of the state of North Carolina, and showing off some real estate in Durham.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Carolina, Carolina, heaven's blessings attend her. While we live, we will cherish.
Okay, North Carolina. It's north of South Carolina. It is in the southeastern region of the United States. It is bordered by Virginia to the north, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, South Carolina to the south, Georgia to the southwest, and Tennessee to the west. By total area, it is the 28th largest state and the 9th most populous. And if it were its own country for whatever reason, size-wise it would be between Greece and Tajikistan. Raleigh is its state capital, while Charlotte is its largest city. It has 100 counties, Tyrrell being the least populous, White County being the most populous, Clay County being the smallest in area, and Dare County being the largest in area. The Charlotte metropolitan area, with an estimated population of 2,805,155 in 2023, is the most populous in North Carolina and the 22nd largest in the United States, and the second largest baking center in the nation after New York City. The Research Triangle, with an estimated population of 2,368,947 in 2023, is the second largest metropolitan area in the state, and the 31st most populous in the United States, and home to Research Triangle Park, the largest research park in the country. North Carolina was admitted to the Union on November 21st, 1789, making it the 12th state in the Union. Before statehood, it was the province of North Carolina. The state's nicknames are the Tar Heel State and the Old North State. Its state motto is Esse quam videri, which means to be rather than to seem in Latin, and its state song is the Old North State, and its state slogan is First in Flight, First in Freedom. Its state amphibian is the Pine Barrens tree frog, its state bird is the cardinal, its state fish is the red drum, its state flower is the flowering dogwood, and its state colors are red and blue. North Carolina covers a total area of 53,819.16 square miles, or 139,391 square kilometers, of which 9.66% is water. As of the 2020 census, it has a population of 10,439,388, giving it a population density of 193.97 per square mile, or 74.89 per square kilometer. Its highest point is Mount Mitchell at 6,684 feet, or 2,037.3 meters. It is also the highest point in North America east of the Mississippi River. Its lowest point is sea level along the Atlantic coast. According to the Köppen climate classification, try saying that 3 times fast, most of North Carolina falls within the humid subtropical climate zone. However, the western mountainous areas have a subtropical highland climate. Residents of the state are called North Carolinians or Tar Heels. The earliest evidence of human life in North Carolina dates back 10,000 years, discovered at the Hardaway site. Before the arrival of Europeans, North Carolina was inhabited by Carolina Algonquian, Iroquoian, and Siouan-speaking tribes of Native Americans. In 1584, Queen Elizabeth I granted a charter to Sir Walter Raleigh, from the state capital was named, to claim land in what is now North Carolina, then part of the Virginia Territory. This marked the second attempt the English made to colonize the Americas. Raleigh established 2 coastal colonies in the late 1580s, both of which ultimately failed, one of which was Roanoke. In 1663, King Charles II granted a charter to establish a new colony in North America, primarily defining the boundaries of North Carolina. The colony was named Carolina in honor of his father, King Charles I. A second charter followed in 1665 to address territorial disputes, which rewarded a number of lords proprietors with common land ownership. In 1712, governance disputes led to the division of the Carolina colony into what is now North and South Carolina. North Carolina later became a crown colony in 1729. Prior to the Civil War, North Carolina declared its secession from the Union on May 20th, 1861, becoming the 10th of 11 states to join the Confederate States of America. Following the Civil War, the state was restored to the Union on July 4th, 1868. North Carolina was also the site of the first successfully controlled, powered, and sustained heavier-than-air flight by the Wright brothers near Kitty Hawk on December 17th, 1903. During the first half of the 20th century, many African Americans left as part of the Great Migration, seeking better opportunities in the North. The state was severely affected by the Great Depression, but New Deal programs under FDR, particularly those aimed at cotton and tobacco farmers, provided much-needed relief. Following World War II, North Carolina's economy proliferated, driven by the development of cities like Charlotte, Raleigh, and Durham. Since the 1970s, North Carolina has experienced steady population growth, particularly in metropolitan areas along the Piedmont Crescent, including Charlotte, Concord, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Durham, and Raleigh. The Charlotte metro area has seen significant expansion, driven by its financial, banking, and technology industries. In 1988, North Carolina welcomed its first professional sports team, the Charlotte Hornets NBA team. The team's name refers to the Revolutionary War, when British General Cornwallis described Charlotte as the hornet's nest of the rebellion. The Carolina Panthers NFL team in Charlotte played its inaugural season in 1995. In 1997, the Carolina Hurricanes NHL team relocated to Raleigh. Although North Carolina does not have a Major League Baseball team, it is home to several minor league baseball teams, including the Charlotte Knights, Durham Bulls, and Kannapolis Cannonballers. formerly known as the Kannapolis Intimidators. The state also has the North Carolina Football Club, a minor league soccer team, and the Charlotte Checkers, a minor league ice hockey team. NASCAR is prominent in the region, with Charlotte Motor Speedway hosting 2 Cup Series races annually, and the NASCAR Hall of Fame is in Charlotte. In 2023, North Wilkesboro Speedway in North Wilkesboro saw its first NASCAR Cup Series race since 1996. Pinehurst Resort and Quail Hollow Club have hosted major golf tournaments, including the U.S. Opens and PGA Championships. My cousin watches a decent amount of basketball and football, so I asked him what his opinions on the Hornets and Panthers are, and he said they are the definition of mid, both of them. They are occasionally good, but also the worst at times. And he also does not watch any level of hockey, baseball, or soccer, so I did not ask him about those. College sports, especially basketball, are common, as seen by the Tobacco Road rivalry between ACC schools at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with their Tar Heels, Duke University with their Blue Devils, North Carolina State University with their Wolfpack, and Wake Forest University with their Demon Deacons. Charlotte hosts the ACC Football Championship and Duke's Mayo Bowl. At the same time, Greensboro has hosted the ACC Men's Basketball Tournament and NCAA Final Four games. I was looking right at it. Why did I start saying NAACP? North Carolina's economy is based on tourism, agriculture, and education. 95.2% of North Carolina residents are U.S. citizens, and according to datausa.io, in 2022, its median household income was $66,186. Its median age was 39.1. Its median home value was $234,900, and its poverty rate was 13.3%. On to the cuisine of the state. Pork barbecue is a staple of North Carolina cuisine, with strong regional differences and rivalries over the sauces and methods used, and it's on a west to east basis, not on like a north to south or like a diagonal thing. Western North Carolina uses a tomato-based sauce and only uses pork shoulder. It is often referred to as Lexington barbecue, named after the city of Lexington, which hosts the Lexington Barbecue Festival. Eastern North Carolina barbecue, on the other hand, uses a vinegar and red pepper-based sauce and cooks the whole hog using both white and dark meat. Neither of these are to be confused with South Carolina barbecue, which uses mustard as a base for their hot sauce. And if you think mustard is weird to base your hot sauce on, clearly you have never been to Northern Alabama, which uses mayonnaise-based barbecue sauce. I'm not joking. I have never had it, but I assume it tastes similar to Chick-fil-A sauce. The well-known donut company Krispy Kreme was founded in North Carolina. Pepsi Cola was first produced in 1898 in New Bern. Cheerwine, a cherry-flavored soft drink, was created and remains based in Salisbury. Texas Pete hot sauce originated in North Carolina. And in 2013, Southern Living magazine named Durham Chapel Hill the tastiest city in the South. Over the past decade, North Carolina has emerged as a cultural hub and a haven for exceptional food and drink. The state boasts internationally acclaimed wines from Noni Bacha Winery, award-winning cheeses from Ashe County, and a reputation as an international center for truffles, led by Garland Truffles. Brewing has also flourished, driven by a shift from tobacco farming to grape orchards and changes in state law that increased the allowable alcohol by volume in beer from 6% to 15%. The Yadkin Valley has become a thriving region for grape production. Meanwhile, Asheville has gained national recognition as Beer City, USA, boasting the highest number of breweries per capita in the United States. I feel like I can't move on to the next section without talking about the increasingly rare high tider accent. It is from the Outer Banks region of the state and sounds kind of like this.
I do. I have a lot of people that think I'm from Australia or Ireland, yeah. You can look at his boat and see crabs.
The accent has its own unique vocabulary, but has been slowly disappearing as outsiders, known as dingbatters, have moved to the area. Okay, now on to Durham. Durham is located in the east central part of the state and is primarily in Durham County, serving as its county seat, but portions of it do extend into Wake County and Orange County. Durham was incorporated on April 10th, 1869, and named after Bartlett S. Durham. It is nicknamed Bull City and City of Medicine. Durham operates under a council-manager government. The city council serves as its governing body, with Democrat Leonardo Williams as mayor and Wanda Page as city manager. The city covers a total area of 116.19 square miles, or 300.92 square kilometers. As of the 2020 census, Durham has a population of 283,506, giving it a population density of 2,440.02 people per square mile, or 942.13 people per square kilometer. And those 283,506 people are called Durhamites. Durham uses these zip codes. The area is served by area codes 919 and 984. Durham's FIPS code is 37-19000, and its GNIS feature ID is 2403521. The main airport for the city is Raleigh-Durham International Airport, and Go Durham provides public transportation. The city's official website is durhamnc.gov. Durham is part of the Raleigh-Durham-Cary Combined Statistical Area, also known as the Research Triangle. A railroad depot was established in 1849 on land donated by Bartlett S. Durham. Durham Station experienced rapid growth after the Civil War due to its thriving local tobacco industry. It became headquarters for major tobacco companies such as the American Tobacco Company and W.T. Blackwell & Co. Tobacco. Additionally, the textile and energy industries contributed to Durham's early development. While these industries later declined, Durham has experienced a resurgence, emerging as a hub for education, healthcare, and research. Duke University and North Carolina Central University are both located in the city, or at least within city limits. The city played a pivotal role during the Civil Rights Movement, hosting multiple sit-ins. During a speech at White Rock Baptist Church advocating nonviolent resistance to segregation laws, Martin Luther King Jr. would state, "Let us not fear going to jail. If the officials threaten to arrest us for standing up for our rights, we must answer by saying that we are willing and prepared to fill up jails of the South." In 1994, a baseball stadium was built for the Durham Bulls, adding to the city's cultural identity. More recently, on April 10th, 2019, a gas explosion destroyed Caffeinate, a coffee shop in the Brightleaf Historic District. The explosion destroyed an entire city block, killing the shop's owner, Kong Lee, and injuring 25 others. A friend of mine from North Carolina described Durham as built up really nice and gentrified AF, and the surrounding area as one of the coolest parts of North Carolina. He also mentioned a burger franchise in, like the Raleigh area called Char Grill Burgers, which is apparently very popular with North Carolina State University students. In 2022, its median household income was $74,710. Its median property value was $316,600, and its median age was 34.7, and its poverty rate was 12.6. Durham is located 10 miles northeast of Chapel Hill, 21 miles northwest of Raleigh, 50 miles east of Greensburg, 121 miles northeast of Charlotte, and 134 miles southwest of Richmond, Virginia. According to the Köppen climate classification, Durham has a humid subtropical climate characterized by hot and humid summers, cold winters, and warm to mild spring and fall seasons. The city receives abundant precipitation with frequent thunderstorms in the summer and high temperatures ranging from 80 degrees to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The city experiences an average of 7 inches or 177.8 millimeters of snow annually, which typically melts in a few days. Durham's highest recorded temperature was 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 41 degrees Celsius, while its lowest recorded temperature was -9 degrees Fahrenheit or -23 degrees Celsius. The city averages 46.07 inches or 1,170 millimeters of precipitation annually. The top 3 employers in Durham are Duke University and Duke University Health System, employing 34,863 people, IBM with 10,000 employees, and Durham Public Schools with 4,600 employees. David Lynch is from Durham, and I wrote this and originally recorded it before he died, so RIP. The city has twin city relationships with Arusha, Tanzania, Celaya, Mexico, Durham, England, surprise, surprise, that exists, Kavala, Greece, Sibiu, Romania, Tilaran, Costa Rica, Toyama, Japan, and Zhuzhou, China. Now that we're done with that, onto the bridge. Its official name is the Norfolk Southern Grayson Street Overpass, but it is more commonly known by the nicknames the 11-foot 8 bridge, 11-foot 8+8 bridge, Can Bridge, the Can Opener, and Grayson Street Guillotine. It is owned by the North Carolina Railroad, which in turn is owned by North Carolina. It carries Amtrak and Norfolk Southern Railway traffic and spans South Grayson Street. In 1973, the minimum clearance height for bridges was raised to 14 feet, or 4.27 meters, an increase of 2 feet 4 inches, or 0.71 meters, compared to earlier standards. However, bridges built before then, such as the Grayson Street Overpass, were not required to be upgraded to meet the updated clearance requirements. Despite numerous warning signs about the low clearance, countless trucks, buses, and RVs have crashed into the overpass, tearing off roofs and shearing off like AC units. Low-speed collisions tend to stop the trucks and buses underneath the bridge, while RVs and travel trailers that go under the bridge tend to just lose their AC units and any open vents, regardless of speed. The bridge is made of steel and has a stringer / multi-beam / girder design. It spans 92 feet or 28 meters. In 2003, it had an average daily traffic volume of 11,000 vehicles. A March 2010 report by the city of Durham noted that only 3 injuries had been recorded from collisions with the bridge, making its reconstruction a low priority concern. In October 2019, the North Carolina Railroad Company raised the bridge by 8 inches, or 203.2 millimeters, to a new clearance height of 12 feet 4 inches, or 3,759,200,000 nanometers. This modification was intended to reduce collisions and eliminate the great difference between the nearby level crossing and the bridge itself. However, collisions involving vehicles too tall to pass safely under the bridge continue to occur. The bridge gained notoriety when a nearby office worker named Jürgen Henn set up cameras in 2008 to track collisions with the bridge. And you can easily find compilations of these videos on YouTube. The bridge was designed in the 1920s and built in 1940 by the Southern Railway. The railway is located near various industrial buildings that once housed tobacco and textile businesses. As early as the 1960s, several low bridges in Durham hampered the area's industry as larger trucks began to increase traffic. The Grayson Street Bridge in particular was considered the granddaddy stopper of them all, experiencing at least 7 collisions with trucks, resulting in $20,000 in damages, or $181,317.82 in 2024. North Carolina tried to help the problem, but was unable to get federal funding. The recommended solution at the time was to dig deeper for the road, as the railroad could not afford to rebuild the bridge. As time passed, this option eventually became impractical, as it would require relocating sewer lines and water pipes beneath the road's surface, resulting in high costs and causing essential utilities to be shut down for weeks, even months. The North Carolina Railroad Company owns the land and the bridge, but no rolling stock, but leases the tracks to Amtrak and Norfolk Southern Railway. A heavy steel beam protects the bridge from overheight trucks, but does not prevent crashes from occurring or protect the trucks. Instead, it creates a can opener effect similar to a pull-tab can, where the top of the overheight truck is peeled back from the frame. The beam has withstood such frequent impacts that it required replacement at least once since it was first installed. In 2016, Durham attempted to fix the issue by installing traffic lights at the intersection of Peabody Street and Grayson Street and removing the yellow warning signals. When an overheight vehicle approaches the intersection, the signal changes to red, and a blank sign mounted on the signal mast arm illuminates, displaying the message "Overheight must turn" in white. The signal will turn green even if the vehicle is overheight and chooses not to turn. The long delay before the signal turns green was intended to notify drivers that their vehicle will not fit under the bridge and their vehicle would be damaged. This signal was implemented on May 12, 2016, and no crashes occurred until July 7th, 2016. In some cases, the overheight object is an air conditioner unit or vent on an RV, which may be too small for the sensor to detect. In 2014, the North Carolina Department of Transportation Rail Division and the City of Durham initiated a traffic separation study focusing on 18 railroad crossings along a 12-mile or 19.3 kilometer section of the railroad. While Grayson Street is located within that area, the study did not include it, as it looked at grade crossings rather than grade separated ones like Grayson. Since 1991, the study area has seen 4 deaths and 2 other injuries, compared to just 3 minor injuries at Grayson Street. The study recommended replacing the bridge at Roxborough Street because it had a vertical clearance of only 11 feet 4 inches, or 3.45 meters, noting that many trucks have become stuck under the Roxborough Street Railroad Bridge. Local news outlets have also reported crashes at this location. In October 2019, the North Carolina Railroad Company began raising the bridge by 8 inches, or 20.32 centimeters, as part of a $500,000 project to improve safety and reduce damage to the span. The bridge was raised to a new height of 11 feet 4 inches, or 3.76 meters, which is the maximum clearance that would not affect the grades of nearby crossings. It was also stated that the grade needed to be improved for safety reasons to allow trains to move faster. The entire project was expected to take 2 weeks to complete, although the raising only took 8 hours. The new height is still lower than the average bridge clearance in the United States, so the warning signs and guardrail remain in place. 22 days after it was raised, another collision occurred on November 26, 2019. As stated earlier, a local office worker named Jürgen Henn set up several video cameras to record crashes from different angles. Since April 2008, he has recorded over 100 crashes and posted them to YouTube. The videos gradually caught the attention of local television stations and eventually leading to international media coverage. They became very popular, receiving front page coverage on the Wall Street Journal and being featured on various programs, including an episode of the Comedy Central show Tosh.0 and the Canadian radio program As It Happens on CBC Radio. Additional coverage came from outlets such as Brazil's Terra TV, New Zealand's Stuff, Israel's Hebrew language newspaper Mariv, Peru's Spanish language El Comercio, Ireland's iRadio, Denmark's Extra Bladet, New Zealand's news.com.au, Italy's Rai Radio 2, and France's news channel La Chaîne Info. The videos were also highlighted by YouTuber Video Game Donkey. Additionally, the cameras captured the sound of that gas explosion at Caffeinate. And that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. The next video is about 1111, which is some numerology stuff. I don't know, man. If you made it this far, comment cantaloupe, and I might put a heart on it, as it boosts. Those comments really boost in the algorithm. And I am out. See you later.